Hey guys, what's up, como ye? I'm Jasmine. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you are a regular, then welcome back. Also, be sure to hit that notification button so that way you get updates to my latest upload. Anytime I post a video, you will know it. Today's video is gonna be my tips and tricks on how to be and stay vegan. I've gotten questions and comments in my previous videos on how I was able to become vegan. I didn't really find it challenging. I'm the type of person that, can quit something cold turkey and I'm like good with it. I kind of feel like my willpower is really strong. But for those of you who are struggling, I got 10 tips and tricks for you guys to stay on track. And without further ado, let's get into it. The first tip I have is to definitely utilize social media, all forms of social media. I'm talking Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, blogs, all types of social media to help you get inspiration. When I was just beginning, I started to look up all different types of vegan food blogs, vegan foodies on Instagram and stuff. Not only are the pictures really pretty, but I mean, I've tried a couple of recipes from looking at those previous blog posts and previous Instagram posts, and they are delish. Venture onto different forms of social media and see what you like. I also love going on YouTube too, because you can actually see step by step what they do, how they do it. My favorite vegan YouTubers are, of course, SweetPotatoSoul. She is my homegirl. I also love Fully Raw Christina. Tying into the whole social media thing, I definitely want to recommend some apps as well. There are some really awesome apps out there that help you navigate veganism really well. The first one is Food Gawker. So let's say, for instance, you have cauliflower and you have no idea what to do with it. Well, you can type in cauliflower into that search engine and you can actually select the type of dietary lifestyle that you are going for. So in our case, you would type in vegan and it'll show all different kinds of recipes using cauliflower. I think it's an amazing resource for those of you who have something in your fridge but don't know what to cook. This will help you bring whatever you want to eat to life. Another really interesting food app that I actually purchased way back when is an app called Is It Vegan? So what you do is when you go into a store, you can actually scan the barcode using your phone and it'll actually tell you if the food or the product is vegan or not. I think it's really cool. It doesn't work for everything, mainly because this app really depends on the input of its users. Another great app is Happy Cow. So I utilize Happy Cow a lot, especially when I'm in an area that I don't know and I'm hungry as Happy Cow is just a really great resource for those of you who want to find a restaurant that'll fit your dietary lifestyle and your dietary needs without having to like scramble all over the place. My next tip is to find like-minded individuals, aka a support group that'll help you with this journey. One of the support groups that I actually love on meetup.com is Black Vegans, and sometimes they have like potluck picnics, sometimes they go to brunch to different areas in the city, and it's just a really fun way to meet new people. Sometimes friends and family don't really support or understand a vegan lifestyle, and it's really good to just venture out and find people who are just on the same wavelength. It feels me. Other places to find like-minded individuals are vegan food festivals. There are tons of vegan food festivals now, and there are tons of like conventions that you can definitely check out, learn more about different foods, ideas on the areas of veganism, also events and conferences, all that jazz. I know in New York City there are plenty of events and conferences related to veganism that are accessible. One of the struggles I had when becoming vegan was missing out on my favorite foods. So one thing I recommend to any of you who are in the same boat as I is to veganize your favorite foods. I know for me being a West Indian gal, I love my Caribbean food. I'm talking about my rice and peas. I'm talking about, my stew cabbage. I'm talking about my soup jumu. I'm talking about all of that. Whatever foods that you love, you don't have to give it up. Just find ways to tweak it to your liking and to your lifestyle, So for instance, I did a video back in the day on, my rice and peas recipe with jerk portobello mushrooms. That was an amazing dish. I did not miss the jerk chicken at all. Definitely be creative, think outside the box, find ways, for other ingredients to work for you. Cooking your own food is major key out in these streets. One, because it saves you a ton of money, and two, because you are prepared. That way, if you are ever out and about, or if you go to work and you need something to eat, at least you have something that you can have and not go hungry or not have to be tempted to buy something. Cooking your own food, brown bagging your lunch, go for it, do it, it works. I do it, I love it. If you have friends that aren't vegan and they invite you to go out to eat, one of the tips that I love and I use is to recommend a vegan restaurant to them. One, it's a great way for them to explore new food options, and two, you don't gotta stress about asking the waiter, the waitress, what kind of ingredients are in the food. I love doing that, so whenever I'm catching up with friends, I always recommend a vegan restaurant. Sometimes if they are not down with that, then I just make sure to eat beforehand, like eat a hefty meal and pack some snacks like grapes. That way, if I do go to the restaurant, I'm not tempted to buy anything on the menu. That way I can save money. Research is major key. If you haven't gone vegan yet, I definitely recommend you do your research. What goes into this sort of lifestyle, because it truly is a lifestyle. Veganism is being conscious about the environment, your health, your consumption. I use only cruelty-free and vegan makeup products now because I love animals. I truly love and care about animals, and I really can't imagine an animal having to be experimented on. You know what I mean? How would you feel if you had mascara being poked in your eye? How would you feel if you were skinned alive to see how a chemical reacts to you? You know what I mean? Another thing to piggyback off of the research aspect is to watch documentaries. I feel like watching documentaries made me more willing to give up meat. Documentaries like Cowspiracy or What the Health really exposes corporations and their motives. The fact that these companies go into the Amazon, chop down trees to make room for the amount of cattle that they're just overbreeding, the amount of chickens that they're producing, the fact that they rip these baby cows away from their mothers days or hours after giving births just so that they can steal the mother's milk. I can't support stuff like that. And also, not only that, the mass production of cattle leads to so much CO2 emissions, not to mention the amount of water that goes into feeding all of these cattle for mass production. It's absolutely ridiculous. For any of you guys who are struggling with the cooking thing, I definitely recommend you take a class. I mean, there are tons of classes out there, especially in the city. I know in New York City there is a institute. I forget the name of it, but I'll put the link of it here. They have classes every month. Not all of them are centered around veganism, but some of them are, and I definitely recommend that you take a class. If you're interested in it, invest in yourself. Reading product labels. Reading labels are so important, because you may find a bread that you like, but you think to yourself, oh yeah, this doesn't have any animal byproducts in it, and you look at it and you see contains milk, contains dairy, and that's just a no-no. There are also ingredients that are by another name, which is why I recommend apps like Is It Vegan, because it is so important that we know if things are truly vegan or not. My very last tip, but also probably one of the most important ones, is to meal prep. Meal prepping is so great. It is time saving, it is money saving, and it just helps you out when you are going through a busy, stressful week. A lot of times when, we go through our daily lives, working our 9-to-5 jobs, we don't have time to go to the grocery store, we don't have time to cook, we don't have time to watch your kids and do all these things, laundry, all these other errands. Meal prepping really saves you time, it saves you the energy, it saves you the patience. Trust me, meal prepping is by far one of the things that I utilize a lot, and I'm still utilizing it. And I definitely want to make a video on, how I meal prep for the week. Let me know if you guys are into that, and I will get that to you real quick. That's all for this video today. I really hope you enjoyed my tips, and if you have any of your own, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Please share this video with all of your vegan enthusiast friends or people who are wanting to become vegan but just don't know how to stick with it. I think this video will be very helpful to them. Wouldn't you agree? Of course, remember to subscribe to my channel because I make videos every couple of days. I want to thank you all so much for watching and supporting and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.